Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 127. So here's where we left off on Wednesday. So we have our base card. We have 4 1.5 by 1.5 pieces of DSP. We have one of a more neutral size card stock that's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and we have a strip for a sentiment. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I already took one of my balloons from an ephemera pack and I colored with the markers. Now, I usually like coloring with blends and not markers, but I think with a balloon, you kind of want that streaky kind of look because a balloon, even though it's smooth, it does have some texture to it. So I already colored that ahead of time because, watching me color is just about, like watching paint dry. All right, we're going to put a little bit of color on these pieces of basic white. My yellow, this yellow is not looking good. I've had it for a while, so that could be part of it. Let's put on some Moody Mauve, and let's put on some Balmy Blue. Oops, wrong end. Very light colors. We don't want it to be really dark. And what we're going to do is we're just going to spritz it. Here's my spritzer with water in it, not alcohol. We want to use water. Oh, and let me grab this out so I don't get my surface completely wet. All right, so we got some moisture on there. I'm going to take this little piece and we're going to go straight down. We're going to hang on to it for a sec now. I did kind of slide it, but not going to be that big of a deal. Let's go like this, pick it up, set it off to the side here just for a second, because we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're going to do it with a larger stamp here. Let me go ahead and grab one of my microfiber cloths and get that a little bit cleaner. Now on this yellow's not working the greatest. So let me see what other yellow marker I have. You can't use blends for this. You have to use yellow. I'm sorry, you have to use the Stampin' Write markers. Let me go ahead. I'm going to grab out my Crushed Curry. Even though that's not the same yellow as what you see in the Designer Series paper, I kind of want it to show up. So there's my Crushed Curry. Now we'll go back in with the blue. Yes, because I'm pushing a little hard on that. I don't use my markers a lot for coloring. I usually use the blends. My markers usually I use on techniques like this. All right, let's go ahead, get that moving around a little. Let's grab, oh, here it is. I'm like, where did my piece of paper go? Let's go ahead and go down on that. Hold it for a second. Let's bring that down. All right, and let's put this down over here. Come in with my fiber cloth. Also, I'm going to kind of blot it a little bit. It is going to be a little bit wet. It doesn't take long to dry. Like, this is pretty close to being dry as is right now. We'll just put it off to the side here for a second while we do our others. I'm not going to be stamping on them, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm going to be using my ephemera packs. So let's go ahead. Let me grab out my Stampin' Seal. So I looked online before I got on, and I've lost 2 subscribers. I don't know. Maybe I was talking about the traders too much. Maybe I was giving too many health updates. I don't know, but I lost 2 subscribers. So that means I'm just that much further away from my goal of 500. And I'm really thinking I probably won't get anywhere near it anytime soon. Which is kind of sad. I like setting goals, but not meant to be, I guess. I'm sorry, let me get this back up into this area here. And let's do this here. Now, when I did it earlier, I had them a little further out. I had them spaced a little bit more. I think I really kind of want to keep it kind of wider in here instead of being more even. Just because, looks like I didn't cut that completely square. Did you see that? Just because I want to be able to put this here in the middle, right? So we're going to pop that up. I'm hoping that it's dry enough that the dimensionals will stick. It may not. We'll have to see. Usually it doesn't take long for them to dry. Oh, yeah, see, doesn't want to stick on there. Right on that corner. So, you know what, we'll kind of go like this. Yeah, it's that corner is still just a little bit too wet and it's not really liking it. Let's see if I can do it now. Yeah, still not the greatest, but let's go ahead and put like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put this down with some more seal. Oh, that's the wrong one. Shoot. That goes on my other one. Happy birthday is what's going on here. So we'll go just like that. And then here's our other one. Ah, look at that. That's a good way to mess up your tape runner. Yeah, that's still a little too wet. This is how I ruin tape runners, people. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do this just to make sure I get it back to ungummed. All right, it's back to normal now. Still a little too wet, so I'm going to use, I can't get the balloons to let go of me. So I could dry it, but it's what, 10:15 at night on Thursday when I'm recording this, because, you know, of course I watch that TV show that maybe people don't like me talking about. So I don't want to really run my heat tool because I have people sleeping in the house. And in fact, my dog didn't have chemo today. He had just blood work. Is laying here too, so turning on my heat gun would probably bother him. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me see if I can. Probably should have just run it with the, yeah, because this is not being nice now. I'm wondering though if I can put, let me put some seal right on that. That works. Yeah, because it doesn't want to pull off. See, and this is what you get from me. You get live from me. I don't pre-plan these things. I don't even pre-produce them usually. So you get me at my all-time best. And goes to show, even after stamping for more than 30 years and 25 odd years with this company, we all still make mistakes. All right, so let's put some of this away. I want to put some embellishments on there. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Let me look here. Let's go ahead and use these. These are the Riverside Irregular. I use these quite a bit. I kind of like it because it's like that pearlescent look. And that's kind of how the same you're getting there with the DSP and with the cardstock that we wet. Oh, look, that stayed on there. Fabulous. All right. Well, let me go ahead, because I'm trying to keep this is by my work area. My work desk is right here. So I'm trying to keep this a little bit cleaner. So yes, there it is. Still not completely dry, but you get the gist of it. Just a quick and simple card. After this gets dried, I'll probably peel this off and take off the backing on that tear tape. All right, here's another one I did. Now, I'm going to bring this up. I don't know if it will focus or not. But you see how I did Wink of Stella on those flowers? You see a little bit of that? And then I also did the Wink of Stella to make that little pattern. So let me bring it down here. And then when you open it up, it has a little birthday greeting on the inside there. And then my last one, because you know I had to do a dragonfly. So there we have those. And then of course using those fabulous two-tone sparkle gems, which I'm absolutely in love with. So we use the same DSP. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering, let me turn on my overhead light for just a second. Let me see if I can step over my dog without him going crazy. Let me do this, because there is quite a shadow. All right, now let's see if we can see that a little bit better. Can you see that Wink of Stella? And even on those stamped flowers here, and on the center of the flowers here. There, now you can see it a little bit better. Then on the daisies on the center. All right, so that was that one. Here is this one. And then here's this. Not completely dry quite yet. And I could have done something on these, like, you know, flick to marker, make it a little darker. But I just like the simplicity of this card and using those ephemera packs. All right, guys, that's it. Have a great Friday. Take care, be safe. Hopefully the weather's good in your area and you have a very nice weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.